At the Spring Loaded event on April 20th, Apple announced several new products: the iPad Pro, the iMac, an Apple TV, and the launch of AirTags and a new purple color for the iPhone 12. However, there were a couple things they left out. Let's take a look at what Apple forgot to mention. The long-awaited AirTags have finally arrived on the market. Now you can stop stressing about your lost items, because AirTags will find them for you. It is worth mentioning that previous pioneers marked out the market. The American company Tile, or its late French competitor Wistiki, which uses Bluetooth connections on Android and iOS, and a limited network of users. What makes them different? If AirTags aren't with the person who registered it for an extended time, it will play a sound when it's moved to alert anyone nearby, so that it can be found. It is still functional without proximity to your iOS device, so anyone with any phone will see the AirTagged item owner has marked it as lost. AirTags are compatible with newer generation phones. However, older devices won't be able to use precision finding. AirTag users on older devices can still use the trackers as it supports location through Bluetooth and NFC, similar to how other trackers work. Ultra-wideband, which is what precision finding uses, isn't universally supported worldwide. Therefore, precision finding won't work in the following listed countries. And while we're here, remember those Hermes watch bands? Well, there's a unique Hermes luggage tag also available for a neat $449. But with its AirTags at $29 each, it's relatively affordable, especially if you get the 4-pack at $99. Also, Apple intends to reproduce the AirPods recipe that popularized wireless headphones by taking advantage of its giant network of nearly a billion iOS devices in circulation worldwide to identify its AirTags. Apple TV also received new updates, in particular the new remote. With better functionality and a bigger size, this new remote is met with warm welcome. To top it off, it can be bought separately and is backwards compatible with previous Apple TVs. However, if gaming is what you do on the Apple TV, the new remote lacks an accelerometer and gyroscope, which is what allowed the previous Siri remote to function as a gaming controller. Now moving on to something that Apple consumers use, the M1 Mac Mini was released last year with its powerful performance and graphics. Apple quietly updated their website during the event for the Mac Mini, adding a 10 gigabit Ethernet option. Many users had avoided upgrading as the 10 gigabit Ethernet option wasn't available. It required an expensive adapter to get 10 gigabit Ethernet and use up one of your ports while dealing with the adapter running hot and being less reliable than a built-in port. You would assume that Apple would let that one slide, but they're not about to let someone else provide for their product. So yeah, they finally added the 10 gigabit Ethernet option, even to the most basic models of the Mac Mini. Since the 24-inch iMac doesn't have a 10 gigabit option either, this makes the only Mac with a 10 gigabit Ethernet capability. However, we expect future iMac models to provide this shortly. In the meantime, the Mac Mini runs silently and enables you to run a robust wired Ethernet connection. Another exciting product that Apple introduced is the M1 iPad. Along with it, a new Magic Keyboard. And I know what you're all thinking. Why would I get a new keyboard if my old one is perfectly functional? People speculated that since the iPad Pro 12.9 is thicker than the previous iPad Pro by 0.5 millimeters due to the new mini LED technology, it may not close properly and that it may not even work at all. Hence why Apple created a new version of the keyboard. However, Apple has clarified that situation surrounding the keyboard's compatibility in a new support document, stating that the first generation of Magic Keyboard is functionally compatible with the new iPad 12.9-inch with Liquid Retina XDR display. Due to the slightly thicker dimensions of this new iPad Pro, it's possible that the Magic Keyboard may not precisely fit when closed, especially when screen protectors are applied. So there we have it, straight from Apple themselves. A brand new feature called Center Stage was introduced. Center Stage allows the iPad's camera to track and follow a person while on camera. What Apple didn't mention was that the Center Stage camera feature will support third-party apps. Apple didn't explain whether it would be exclusive to FaceTime calls. According to developer Federico Vittici, third-party apps will be able to use Center Stage via an API framework. Hopefully this would mean we could see the feature enabled on Microsoft Teams and Zoom calls. Apple also announced its completely redesigned iMac, available in vibrant colors, which harkens back from the original G3 iMac, and the Apple color logo from the 90s. With the new iMac being so thin at 11.5mm, Apple had to place its headphone jack somewhere else. Based on the insight by MKBHD on Twitter, the headphone jack is typically 14mm deep, so Apple was pretty much forced to move it away from the back of the computer. Instead, they placed it on the left-hand side. On Apple's website, there is a base iMac model for just $12.99, but it's only available in 4 colors. Equipped with only 2 Thunderbolt ports compared to the mid-tier model, which has 4, a 7-core GPU instead of 8, and no gigabit Ethernet built into the power supply. While it does come with a matching colored Magic Keyboard, it doesn't have Touch ID. If it were me, I'd shell out the extra $200 for the mid-tier model if you're thinking of buying one. Apple also forgot to mention at the event that there is a VESA mount version of the new 24-inch iMac. Although you'll have to specify that you want the VESA mount when you order it, it won't cost you anything extra. You'll have the flexibility of pairing your iMac with any VESA-compatible wall mount, desk mount, or articulating arm. Also, because the support comes pre-installed, you don't have to worry about damaging anything by installing it yourself. However, this is an entirely different unit, and if you wanted feet, then you'd have to go back to the original iMac configuration. As spring is in the air, Apple has also released some new colors for their accessories on their website. New accessories, that's right. Apple fans can now equip their iPhones with all new eye-catching iPhone 12 cases in amethyst, capri blue, cantaloupe, and pistachio colors, all in robust silicone. There is an additional leather option as well, a vibrant, deep purple. If you prefer not to have the case, but use a wallet and a grip on the back of your phone instead, Apple is also offering theirs in a new deep violet color. iPad users also have new spring colors available for their accessories. The new Smart Folio now comes in white, mallard green, and electric orange. There are also new colors for Apple Watch bands too, as well as a whole new band. The braided solo loop band comes in the new pistachio and electric orange. In contrast, the standard loop comes in pistachio, cantaloupe, and tamales blue. The primary sport band has expanded to include mallard green and capri blue. Hermes has also new colored bands available in jumping single tour and comes in 5 different color options. And that's all we have to share for today. Subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all our videos. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this content and would like to see more. Apple left out some details, but I'm glad the community banded together to spot them, and we were so excited to share it with you in this video. Are any of you guys thinking about getting some new spring color accessories? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.